and Olivia Steffen. Panthers, the last time out, we saw them at their senior night. They're happy to have one more game or one more match here at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse.
That's for sure. So they got to take care of business tonight in order to be playing on Thursday, and that's the big step tonight. You got to win tonight to ensure you get to play another game.
As we said, the Panthers, the 5th seed tonight. Want to give a shout out to the Oconto Blue Devils, earning the #1 seed. They have the bye tonight. They don't start until Thursday night. Their opening tournament match.
They get extra few days of practice.
Very happy that Coach Rochelle Otto for the Panthers gave us these stats. We'll take a quick look at the leading offensive stats for the Panthers. Their leading scorer on the season, Caitlin St. Louis, 186 points, followed closely behind by Sarah Sprout, 182. That's a combination of the serves and their serving percentage. Also, right up there is Emma Huberty at 173. Leading kills for the Panthers, Sarah Sprout with 375 kills. Stephanie Peiterson, a distant second at 173, and then it falls out. Nobody over in triple digits for the kills. So the Panthers, you know who they want to go to.
You know where they're going to be working the ball towards. That's Sarah Sprout. And being a senior, this means a lot to her, I'm sure. She wants to go push as far as she can into this tournament run. So I bet your guns will be blazing tonight.
And the young lady that's in charge of getting all those hitters the ball is the setter, and that is junior Emma Huberty. She came in with 777 assists for the Panthers. The next closest would be Samantha Caron with 19. So as you can see by that stat alone, everything runs through Emma Huberty. The pass has to be there, and we saw a little trouble with that against Little Chute the last time we saw these Panthers. They had trouble getting that first pass, and when you don't get the pass, you don't get the set, you don't get the hit.
Yeah, they had a hard time in that game taking the serve and getting it into play, but like I said, tonight I think the Panthers are going to fare much better. They have played Clintonville in the conference, and I believe they swept them in 3. So, I mean, you can't look past them, that's for sure, because if you do, then you're in for a long night. So hopefully the Panthers are focused and are going to take care of responsibilities tonight so they can play on Thursday.
Sounds good, Brett. We're going to take our first time out in our Panther pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a closer look at the Clintonville Truckers, the Panther opponent for tonight's opening round match in the WIAA tournament. You're listening to Panther pregame right here, WOCO Sports Radio.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do you feel like you're paying too much for your medication? Stop in at Oconto Pharmacy and see our pharmacist, Ron or Poom, about our cost minimization program. We can save you some money. The Oconto Pharmacy, our family helping your family.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
At 24/7 well and pump service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. And a licensed professional will come out to your site, whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines. They'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 well and pump service. Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Pat Peterson, Brett Crandall back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse, where we're courtside getting ready for the Panthers versus the Clintonville Truckers in WIA tournament action. As we mentioned, Brett, the Truckers 2-7 in the Northeastern Conference. They don't have a lot of players showing up in the conference stat sheets, but one that is in the leading hitter category is Melanie Lord. Melanie is a 5'10" senior. She's up there in the total points, leading hitter, leading server in the conference, probably in about the top 25. And that's the only player on Clintonville that's showing up in the stat line. But talking with Lindsay Davis, the Trucker head coach, she mentioned a couple other kids that we should keep an eye on, and that would be Allison Booth and Kennedy Beiersdorf, as far as a couple other hitting options besides Lords for the Truckers.
Come across very similar to the Panthers. Basically, they're going to go through Lords. The Panthers are going to have to double her up and not give her many looks up there at the net.
The Trucker setter is Lindsay Carpenter. Lindsay's a 5'7" sophomore, and much like the Panthers, they play one setter all the way around, a 5-1 offense. That's what the Panthers do with Emma Huberty. She will set whether she's in the front row or the back row, and if you really want to attack, that's when you do it when she's in the back row or when Lindsay's in the back row for the Truckers, because then you got three hitters at the net. So we'll see how that plays out for the Truckers this evening also. You mentioned, Brett, that these two teams played earlier in the year, and it was a sweep by the Panthers back on September 14th, a good month ago, and Panthers won 25-13, 25-11, 25-15, 3-0 over the Truckers that night.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's something coaches talked about, that match was quite a ways in the history, and like all good teams and all, they're going to improve over that time, and so the Panthers can't count too much on that last match. They got to come out here and play well tonight.
Like you said, a lot of things can change from a month ago. Teams can have a different look, and so I'm sure Coach Otto is trying to stay away from that proverbial trap game, as some people call it, because right now people are thinking Panthers are advancing, but you got to get it done tonight.
Yep. And if they do, who may they face?
Oh, now you're going to make me look down.
I'm going to make you scramble.
I don't know if I got that information on all the stuff she gave me, but we'll get it.
I'll track it down. I'll get on there.
Want to give a shout-out to the Panther football team playing their final game last Friday. Tough loss to Luxembourg Castle, but congratulations to the seniors who played in their final home game that evening. It was a nice night, also with Alumni Night, honoring the 1997 state championship team 20 years ago, and also the 1982 state runner-up. First team for Oconto Falls to make it state was honored, and also 50 years ago, the 1967 team was honored, and that was the first conference championship football team for the Panthers. So all three were honored last Friday night. It was a fun night in terms of seeing some familiar faces coming back to Oconto Falls, and for a lot of them, it was their first time at the new stadium, SC Paper Stadium, and they were all quite impressed. What'd you find out, my man? Anything yet?
Oh, give me time. Give me some time.
Spinning the wheels. Well, Brett's looking that up. We'll take another time out here in our pregame show. When we go back, hopefully we'll have that answer for you.
It's like churning butter over here. It's going to take some time, but when it's done, it's going to be oh so good.
Okay, we'll be back in just a few minutes right here on WOCO.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated, no colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Hi folks, this is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
And welcome back to the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. WIA volleyball getting ready to go here tonight. The Oconto Falls Panthers playing host to the Clintonville Truckers. Panthers 21-14-1 on the season. The Truckers 3-17 on the year. Panthers coming in with the higher seeds. That's why they get the home match here tonight. Winner will advance in the tournament and will play on Thursday evening. Again, Todd Peterson here with my partner, Brett Crandall. And as the warm-ups conclude here, we're getting set for our national anthem. When we return, Brett and I will give you tonight's starting lineup, and we'll have the opening serve in the opening round of the WIA tournament. You've been listening to Panther Pregame Show right here on your sports leader, WOCO.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Here at NEW Credit Union, we're excited to announce that the merger of Badger Credit Union with us is now complete. Welcome, Badger Credit Union members. Together, we now have 4 locations: 301 Jackson Street, Oconto Falls, 717 Main Street, Surrey, 405 Pecor Street, Oconto, and 870 Frontage Road, Peshtigo, with access to more services, and we are over 12,000 members strong. Call 800-924-1250 to find out more. That's 800-924-1250. NEW Credit Union now serves all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto, and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Visit www.newcu.org to see how we specialize in helping members on all levels of financial needs, so you can own it.
Did you know that we here at the Oconto Pharmacy would mail your prescriptions to you? At the Oconto Pharmacy, we would like to make things easy for you. The Oconto Pharmacy, our family, helping your family.
Clear skies tonight with a low temperature of 45 degrees and winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Wednesday, sunny with a high temperature of 69 degrees and southwest winds at 15 to 30 miles an hour. Thursday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 66. On Friday, we'll see plenty of sunshine with a high temperature of 72. Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 69. And for Sunday, we'll see a chance of showers with a high of 63. Monday, showers likely with a high of 62. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
6.
And welcome back to the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. National anthem just performed by the Oconto Falls Vocal Jazz 1. Nice job by them.
Yeah, they sounded outstanding today.
Panthers taking on the Truckers. Panthers a 5 seed taking on the 12 seed here tonight. The winner will play on Thursday, taking on the winner of the Shawano Two Rivers match at Shawano this evening. Shawano's the 4th seed, Two Rivers the 13th seed. Got any other matches going on tonight, Brett, that you can share?
You talking about Freedom and Wrightstown? Did I miss that?
Nope, I didn't say that one.
All right, so Freedom and Wrightstown are also playing in the same side of the bracket. The winner of that one gets to take on the number 1 seed, Green Bay Notre Dame. Here we got Seymour and Marinette also going tonight, as well as Denmark and Sturgeon Bay, and Peshigo and Velders, and Green Bay West and Luxembourg Casco.
The Sparks. Take a look at the
Little Chute, also out of our conference, got a number 1 seed as well, so they have a bye tonight, and they will not be playing until Thursday. They take on the winner of Ripon and Waupun.
Spartans were the winner of the Northeastern Conference, undefeated 9-0 in the Little Chute, 1 game behind 8-1, followed by Fox Valley at 7-2, and the Panthers at 6-3. So 1 game separating 1 through 4, actually 1 through 5, because Denmark was at 5-4. So it's an even split all the way down. And
let's do starting lineup.
Yeah,
how about that?
Doing the starting lineup here. Let's give them to friends at home.
All right, starting tonight for Clintonville Truckers. Number 1, Allison Booth. Number 2, Emma Weatherwack. Number 3, Lindsay Carpenter. Number 10, Chelsea Burling. Number 13, Kennedy Beyersdorf. Number 15, Melanie Lorge. Number 6, Elizabeth Weatherwack. And number 8, Madison Dunn. And for our very own Oconto Falls Panthers, the Lady Panthers tonight starting number 4, Sarah Sprout. Number 5, Stephanie Peterson. Number 8, Olivia Steffen. Number 11, Natalie Brower. Number 12, Samantha Coran. Number 13, Emma Huberty. And number 14, Caitlin St. Louis. Let's get this show on the road, Todd. Let's get some balls flying in the air.
If anybody was keeping track as we were, Brett was giving those starting lineups, probably saying they're playing 8 or playing 6. It all depends on if the Panthers are serving or receiving, who's on the floor, and so those starting lineups would reflect both the receiving and the serving lineup. As the teams meet underneath the net and huddle for the last time, they are getting set to go. The Truckers will be serving from our left to our right here in game number 1. Best of 5 in WIA volleyball. And the Truckers will have the first serve.
First to 25.
Rally scoring to 25. On the floor for the Panthers, Samantha Shallow comes in right away. The libero for the Panthers is Josie Tolsman. She comes in for this first receiving serve along with Samantha Perron. And serving first will be Chelsea Burling for the Truckers. Ball's in the air. First serve is on the way. Tolsman to Huberty. Bump set going over to Sprout. She'll free ball it down the sideline. They go middle to Carpenter. They pounce it across. Back to the Panthers, off the block. Carpenters. Here come the Truckers. Fingertip, Huberty. Sprout blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Point to Oconto Falls. Panthers on the board first.
First big swing by Sprout. Ricocheting that off the block to the point.
Serving first for the Panthers will be Emma Huberty, their setter. Got her in the back row to start things off. Quick set by Truckers, and they punch it out of bounds. Just missed that right sideline. 2-0, Oconto Falls. Huberty, way over by the right sideline, drills it to the back line. That's the libero done. Gets it up to Carpenter, drilling hard and down. Holzman couldn't dig it out from the back row. The Truckers are on the board.
Large with their first kill of the night for the Truckers.
Lord's in the front row, manning the middle right now. Serving is Emma Weatherwax. Huberty going outside. This is Sprout. Big swing. No block there. Dug out by Dunn, the libero. Punched across by the Truckers. Holzman trying to go to Sprout. She has to just save it in.
Nice play by Sprout to put that one in play.
Tight to the net, and it's going to fall in front of the Truckers. Point Oconto Falls. Yeah, Sarah did a nice hustle play to just keep that thing in play.
Got just enough angle to get it back and over.
Holzman serves the libero. Carpenter. This is Firestorf. Panthers dig that out. It's Huberty. Bumped by Holzman. Peterson free balls it across. Carpenter a bump set again. This is Lord driven hard. Shallow got a right arm on it, but couldn't handle it. It sails out of bounds. 3-2 Panthers. Checking in to serve for the Truckers will be number 6, Elizabeth Weatherwax, a 5'5" sophomore. Defensive specialist. This is Shallow. Up to Huberty in nice fashion. Hit across by Peterson. Carpenter bumps it up. This is Lord. Drives it hot, drives it hard. Off the ceiling. Panthers trying to keep it alive, and they just can't do it. Shallow's bump, her dig went up into the rafters. Huberty trying to keep it alive, and nothing doing.
They have our first tie of the game, 3-3.
The Weatherwax again. This is long and just out. Panthers watch that one sail just long and get the lead back.
Sprout with the serve for the Panthers.
Caitlin St. Louis now into the front row. First time in the ball game for the Panthers. Carpenter with a nice hustle save. Going to Lord, drops it in front of the Panthers back row. Holzman tried to pancake. We're knotted at 4 one more time. This is Carpenter. Sprout. Huberty with one hand gets it in the air. St. Louis sends it across. Carpenter bumps it. She's going middle. Blocked by Peterson. I don't know if it went, but it's going to be a point to Oconto Falls. Stephanie was there with the hands up. I'm not sure it cleared the net. Point nonetheless for the Panthers. Jump serving is Karan for the Oconto Falls. Carpenter sends it across. Huberty on the hustle. Going back row set to Sprout. Drops it over the top. In front of the back row. 6-4 Panthers. Karan again. This is handled by Weatherwax. Carpenter pumps it over to Lord. Drives it hard. Panthers are there. Going outside, St. Louis, touch at the net. Weatherwax, Carpenter, she wants the middle. Punched across. Huberty. Panthers have to free ball it. That set just came up too short. Going outside, left sideline. Lord through the block and down.
Yeah, Panthers had the block there. They two Panthers contesting, but Lord's able to put it down.
She will step to the serving line now. Melanie Lord, a 5'10" senior, will serve. Down by 1. Oh, that's way long. There's way too much muscle in that one. Ends up in the Panther student section. A little juiced up on this one. Yeah. Snapping that wrist now. Man, got to snap that.
Tone it down, tone it down.
This is Peterson serving for the Panthers. Handled by Weatherwax. Carpenter going outside, looking for Emma Weatherwax. And it never went. 4 hits. Point Panthers.
Yeah, Natalie Bauer there contesting that spike.
Natalie, one of the leading blockers for Oconto Falls. Here's Peterson again. Weatherwax There's two of them. They're sisters, senior and sophomore, and a nice hit across by Burling. Gets the point and the ball back to the Truckers.
Burling finding the dead zone, dropped it right in there.
Madison Dunn will serve the libero. Huberty wants to go outside. St. Louis driven hard off the arm of Dunn, rolled right up and out of bounds.
St. Louis with the kill.
Caitlin will now serve for the Panthers. On top, 9-6.
That moves Sprout up to the front line.
Caitlin way over by the left sideline. Floats that serve. Free ball coming for the Panthers. Truckers couldn't handle it. On the slide move, here's Power going behind Huberty. They'll set back row. This is Lords over the top of Brower. Huberty going outside. This is Sprout. Just touches it across, and we're going to have a illegal hit as Carpenter sends that one right into the face of her teammate, Firesdorf. St. Louis now from the right sideline, and he muffled that one too strong. 10-7 is our score here in game one. Checking in for St. Louis is Shallow, back on the floor to play the back row. Serving is Burling. It'll be Shallow. Huberty, fingertips it, trying to go way across the Sprout. She has to pump it across. Going middle. Big swing and down for the Truckers. That was Firesdorf.
That was one of those other hitters that the Clintonville coach said that we're going to have to keep our eye on tonight.
Firesdorf is listed at 5'11". He might be a tad taller than that.
She's a senior as well, Todd.
Here's Burling. This is Holzman for the Panthers. Nice set by Huberty off the top of the block. They punch it back across. Sprout. Huberty back to Sprout. Another big swing. And we've got a net violation against the Truckers. Two big swings by Sprout on excellent sets from Huberty.
The last one was a two-person game there. Sprout received it, passed it to Emma, who sent it. Sprout came back with the spike.
Truckers send it over in two that time. They're going back to Sprout. The block is there. And they're going to free ball it across. Panthers can attack. Holzman. Huberty back to Sprout. This time he tips it over. Nice. He went 3 times in a row. The block was there, but just deflected off of it. This time she tips it over the top for the point. 12-8. Huberty again. Carpenter has to come a long way. Lorge is going to fingertip it over. Sprout. Huberty. Quick one, Brower, and she just missed the sideline. They went middle that time with Natalie. Good change-up by Emma Huberty. Going to somebody else.
I think that one was coming at us, Todd.
Yeah, I put the extendo arm on. I couldn't reach it, though. 12-9 is our score. O'Connell Falls on top, and serving will be Emma Weatherwax. This is the senior. Panthers on the pass. Huberty going back to Sprout. Through the block and down. Sarah's got that right wing going tonight. It'll be Tolzman serving. Weatherwax. Carpenter going back. Big swing. Huberty's there. Bump set by Tolzman. To Sprout. Nice! Inside the line. Clintonville just watched that one hit.
Yeah, cross-court spike there by Sprout. That triggers a timeout by Clintonville.
We'll take one also with the Panthers on top, 14-9, here in game number one. You're listening to Panther Volleyball, WOCO style.
At 24/7 well and pump service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 well and pump service. Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Back to game number 1 here at the Fieldhouse in Oconto Falls. Panthers on top 15-10 as we come away from that break. Truckers serving. Panthers just 3 it across. Carpenter, she sends it over in 2, looking for the right sideline, but missed. Just a little wide as Holzman watched it land.
Good eyes, right?
Yeah.
Good eyes by Josie there. Let that one fall.
And Sprout will serve for the Panthers. 16-10. There, a jump server right from the center of the court. It's Weatherwax. Carpenter, that's a bad set. Didn't give Lords anything to go to on that one. Just way too tight to the net. Sprout again. This one will be handled fingertip style by Weatherwax. Carpenter going outside. And whooped it. Stephens was there also, but I believe it was Peterson that got the roof on that one, sent it right back.
The way is that getting over, she says.
Sprout again. Carpenter, she'll go middle to Lords. Bumped across. Huberty going outside, wants St. Louis off the block and out of bounds. Truckers were there, but couldn't redirect. Panthers have opened up a 9-point lead here in the first game. Weatherwax, Carpenter, outside, big swing, too strong. That was Booth trying to get the back corner. Nothing doing, and the Panthers have the Truckers doubled up at 20-10. Substitution in. This is Jennifer Peters, first time on the floor for the Truckers. So, good serve. Carpenter goes a long way. She's going back set to Peterson, who reached across and got it. Truckers just send it back to the Panthers. Quick 2-set to Peterson from Huberty, and it's going to go down as it was Elizabeth Weatherwax trying to keep that one alive, and the Panthers own a 21-10 lead. Truckers take their second timeout. We'll stay here on this one. Big run by Oconto Falls right now, Brett.
Yeah, took Panthers a while to get that run going, but after the 4-4 tie, Panthers never tied. The game was never tied up again. The Panthers really pushing it here, able to double them up now, and looking to close out this first game.
Yeah, Panthers have a 6-0 run at this point.
And who's serving?
We still got
Sprout.
Yeah, so she can extend it a little bit more.
She's doing the damage from behind the service line right now. It's not even the big kills up at the front of the net.
Panther band getting into this here in game 1. Little break in the action, and both teams back on the floor. Sprout with ball in hand. 21-10, game number 1. Here she comes. Loading serve that time. Lords. Carpenter, she goes over in 2. Huberty takes it. Holzman has the bump set it. She's going to Sprout in the back row. To the block of Peters at the net, and it's 22-10.
They're rolling right down Peters' arm.
Panthers smelling blood right now. Sprout. Weatherwax. Carpenter, she wants Lords. Their big hitter. That one I don't think ever went, and that's what they're ruling. Didn't go. Panther block was there, but it was all taped on the net. Sprout again. Going left sideline. That's Burling this time. They go back to Lords, and that's going to be a throw on Lords. She tried to change things up instead of pounding that one. She tried to dip it, but got a little too much hook in it. Pushed it. We're at game point, 24-10. And a big floating serve. This time, Carpenter changed things up. Instead of tipping it across, she decides to hit it and caught the Panthers off guard and saved the Truckers 1 point. Carpenter will now step back to serve at 24-11. Huberty, she wants St. Louis, drilled hard, off the arm and out of bounds of Carpenter, and that's going to end game number 1 with the Panthers taking this one 25-11. It's best of 5, Panthers on top with 1 victory. Brett and I come back for game number 2 here in the WIA tournament. You're listening to Panther Volleyball on your Panther Radio Network.
Here at NEW Credit Union, we're excited to announce that the merger of Badger Credit Union with us is now complete. Welcome, Badger Credit Union members. Together, we now have 4 locations: 301 Jackson Street, Oconto Falls, 717 Main Street, Surrey, 405 Pecor Street, Oconto, and 870 Frontage Road, Peshtigo, with access to more services, and we are over 12,000 members strong. Call 800-924-1250 to find out more. That's 800-924-1250. NEW Credit Union now serves all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto, and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Visit www.newcu.org to see how we specialize in helping members on all levels of financial needs, so you can own it.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today, 715-735-0583.
Do you need help organizing your medications? Stop in to see us at the Oconto Pharmacy about our monthly bubble packing system. The Oconto Pharmacy, our family helping your family.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Clear skies tonight with a low temperature of 45 degrees and winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Wednesday, sunny with a high temperature of 69 degrees and southwest winds at 15 to 30 miles an hour. Thursday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 66. On Friday, we'll see plenty of sunshine with a high temperature of 72. Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 69. And for Sunday, we'll see a chance of showers with a high of 63. Monday, showers likely with a high of 62. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
And they're in the opening rally of game number 2, and it'll go to the Truckers. Panthers won the first game, 25-11. Truckers with the first point here in game 2. Serving for the Truckers will be Burling. Her serve touches the net. Panthers get it across, and they're going to free ball it. Shallow. She wants Sprout. Sprout goes way to the back corner, and she's going to get it to fall. Burling tried to get a hand on it. We're tied at 1. Emma Huberty for the Panthers. The Panthers junior setter will serve, tied at 1. Fingertip by the Truckers. Now they'll send it over to Oconto Falls. Tolzman going Huberty. Big swing. Sprout, yes. Front row for the Panthers now. Stephens, Sprout, and Brower.
Told you she had the big guns out today.
Tolzman along with Shallow and Huberty on the floor for Oconto Falls right now, and we're going to have a whistle on that serve, and it's going to be a rotation violation against the Truckers, 3-1. Must have had an overlap on the receiving side.
I hate those overlaps.
Here comes Huberty one more time. She serves it hard. She's one of the Panthers' leading servers, and that's going to fall down. Truckers couldn't even get it across. It's 4-1. Emma, the leading ace for the Panthers.
We're looking for our first ace tonight.
Off the arm, Brower drills it hard, gets the kill, 5-1, Oconto Falls. Emma came into this match with 40 aces on the year, followed by St. Louis with 36. She's owning the serve right now, tight to the net. Lorge punches it across. They make it Beiersdorf. Panthers going to attack with Sprout with the big swing. She just reached way back on that one. She's getting the set. She's confident with the set. She can make that nice approach without any hesitation. Here comes Huberty again. She's off, and that's good.
Just needed to talk about it, Todd.
7-1. You can see that it progressively got harder as Emma's stretching this lead out. We'll stay here early on game number 2.
She just had to warm up the arm a little bit.
Progressively got a little harder, That one, she brought the thunder.
She smoked and sizzled it right across the net there. Easy ace for the Panthers. Forces the timeout by Truckers. They're down 7-1, and they're reeling already.
Serving percentage. Coach Otto always talks about serve percentage should be up to 95% area. As a team, the Panthers are just under 93%. They've got a couple kids over 96. Josie Tolman 96.7. Caitlin St. Louis 96.5. And Sarah Sprout 94.9. So right around that 95 mark. Emma, who leads them in assists, actually at 91.2. A little risk reward, though, coming out of your leading ace server. Here's Huberty again. She's going to float this one. Just make sure she gets it in. Libero handles. Carpenter bumps set. This is Lorge. Driven hard. Polston's there. Huberty bumps it up. Free ball by the Panthers. Sprout sends it over short. Erling. She'll go to Beiersdorf. Huberty setters out. Tolston goes hard. Bumps it up. She's going for Steffen. She tips it across. Laying out is Lorge. Nice hustle play. Tipped across by, it was Weatherwax, and they'll get the point as it drops in front of Huberty.
Yeah, the tip didn't work for the Panthers, but Truckers fired right back with the same play and got it to drop.
Now Emma Weatherwax, the senior, will serve. Sprout. Huberty going middle. The Brower tips it, and it's going to fall. Carpenter was there on the dig, but nobody could help her out as that pass actually went backwards away from the net. Panthers on top, 8-2, and Tolsman serving it up. Dunn, Carpenter, tight to the net. This is Lorge. Huberty, fingertip, bump by Tolsman, going across the Sprout. Dug out by Perling. Carpenter sends it over in 2. Panthers are ready. Huberty going back to Sprout. She pushes it cross court down the net and gets the point. Panthers playing really loose right now, a lot of confidence with a 9-2 lead. Here in game number 2. Tolsman going back corner. Tight to the net, blocked by Steffen. It's still alive. Panthers started to celebrate. Huberty puts Peterson, drills it home.
Yeah, I think Panthers were pretty amped up there that Steffen's got the block, but Clintonville fired it right back.
Panthers caught him off guard, attacking in 2. Here come the Truckers off the serve by Tolsman. Huberty, back set, looking for Steffen, swinging hard, touch at the net. Carpenter will bump it over from the back row to Lorge. Huberty, Tolsman, Sprout, free ball, just barely over the net. Carpenter going outside to Lorge. Huberty's there again. Setters out. Sprout swinging that time, and they can't handle in the back row. Gerling got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it back. 11-2, Tolsman still serving. This one comes over in one as the pass nowhere near it. The setter, and Sprout hits the top of the net, and it goes out of bounds. Panthers had a break there. No attack by the Truckers and couldn't take advantage. Serving will be Elizabeth Weatherwack. This is the sophomore, just checked in for this purpose. Shallow. Her pass rolls up on her a little bit. Panthers have to free it across. Carpenter bumps to the middle, pushed to the back, and Tolsman's going to get called for an illegal hit as she tried to fingertip that one in the air.
I don't think so, Todd.
Oh, they called it on Clintonville. I'm sorry.
Well, that was in the net, or
Josie had a look on her face like, I didn't do anything.
she was right.
Here's Lords from the middle. Sprout's right there. Huberty over in two. Tricky. She was all set up to set somebody big to hit, but she sent it over off the right shoulder. Here's Sprout. Weatherwack. Carpenter. Big tip by Booth, and she's in the net. That was a foot violation crossing that line. Panthers jumping out to a 14-3 lead here in game number 2. They won the first, 25-11. Sprout continues to serve. They're up. It's just tipped across by the Truckers. Stephens hits, blocked by the Truckers on the attack. Here comes Oconto Falls. Peterson drilling hard, dug out in the back row. Carpenter going back set. This is Huberty on the pass. Tolsman bumping to Sprout from the back row, and he hit it into the net. 14-4, Oconto Falls on top.
I don't know if that was Abigail King's first action there for the Clintonville, but she was on the floor.
Carpenter serving. Panthers, they're going cross court to St. Louis. Big time kill there by Caitlin. Nice layout in the back row by the Truckers, but they could not do anything with that pound. Samantha Curran now on the floor. The sophomore for the Panthers. She'll jump serve from center court. Center of the serving line, I should say. Here's Lorch, touch at the net. Sprout is there. Huberty, go back to St. Louis. In the rafters, rattles around, and it's going to fall to the floor. Point, Panthers.
So pinball action going up there in the rafters.
Another hard hit by Caitlin St. Louis. Timeout called. We'll take one with them. Panthers on top 16-4 here in game number 2. You're listening to WOCO Sports Radio.
Did you know that we here at the Oconto Pharmacy would mail your prescriptions to you? At the Oconto Pharmacy, we would like to make things easy for you. The Oconto Pharmacy, our family helping your family.
Hi folks, this is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
1, 2,
Melanie Lord serving for the Truckers, down by 10 at 16-6. Carpenter setting, Weatherwax, Huberty going outside. This is St. Louis. It hits the net, comes over the top to the Truckers. Free ball coming. Panthers can attack. It's Karan. Huberty in the middle of the floor on the slide moves. They got Peterson off the block and out of bounds. Oh, wait. It's still on. Hustle by Lord, but it's going to fall as nobody was trailing her to help her out. But she made a gallant effort to keep that thing alive.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've seen hustle out of Lord.
17-6. Melanie Lord, senior leader for the Truckers. Peterson serve. Here comes the big swing by Weatherwax into the net. We're at 18-6. Panthers in control here in game number 2. As we mentioned, these two teams met earlier in September. Panthers swept the Truckers 3-0. Free ball coming. Burling sends it over. Karan. Quick pass. Huberty tipped across by Brower. From the back row, here's an attack over the top of Brower at the net. Huberty tips it. Gets it right back at her. St. Louis punches it over. Dug out by the Truckers. Off the net. They can't get it over in 4. Talk about pinball there, Brett.
Yeah, that was something.
A little extendo arm a couple of times. A punch here. A tip there.
2 hit there. 3 hit there.
Zwizik is in for the Truckers. First time for Emma Zwizik. Tipped across. Hit by Karan. St. Louis with the big drill. Right back at the Panthers. Here's Huberty. Quick set. She wants Brower. Tipped over to the left sideline and down. What a play by Samantha Karan to keep that one alive.
There's a lot of syrup on that pancake on that one. We had a great view of it.
And it was all clean. 20-6. Peterson still serving. Carpenter going to Zwizik. Huberty outside wants St. Louis again into the rafters and down. Big hit by Caitlin.
Caitlin warming up right now for the Panthers.
21-6. Peterson. Toss and serve. Nice pass to Carpenter in the middle of the net. Weatherwax out by Sprout. Huberty going over to St. Louis. Through the block. Barely touched. From the back row, driven hard. Peterson's there on the back row. To Brower, bit the big swing, blocked and touched. Carpenter for the Truckers keeps it alive. Panthers on the attack. Slide move for Brower. Big swing, just long. No touch. They had the slide move going as Huberty went back set to Brower. Nice looking play, just a little too strong for Brower.
Need a little bit more down angle on that one.
21-7, it will be Gunn serving for the Truckers. Floated across. Sprout. Huberty. Tough set. That one was real tight to the net. Hit Emma's momentum toward the net. She couldn't get it up in a good fashion to Caitlin St. Louis. Point for the Truckers, 21-8. Here's Gunn again. Sprout, this is a nice pass. Huberty going middle. Brower touched at the net. It'll go out of bounds. Oconto Falls ball and point. Caitlin with the kill. Now she'll get the serve. 22-8.
That moves Sprout back up to the front line for the Panthers.
Oh,
just got it over.
Crawled over and through the fingertips. That was Weatherwax. That could not handle it. Kind of changed up on her when it hit that net. 23-8. Carpenter bump setting. Lorge in the back row. Oh, just through the block. Nice drive by Lorge. Gets the ball back for the Truckers. Zwizik will serve. First time serving for Emma Zwizik. She's a sophomore. Drills it hard and too far. We're at game point here in game number 2, 24-9. And serving it up will be Emma Huberty. Checking in will be Olivia Steffens. Karan will check out. Steffens will jump to the front row. Stephens,
Allen in for the Panthers.
And Brower in the front row. Kaylin Allen, she's going to get the first dig as soon as she came in. Huberty pushes way to the back row. Everybody was stuck through the net, and Emma just sent it way deep and gets the point, gets the Panther victory here in game number 2, 25-9. Panthers on top, 2-0. We've got one more game coming at least, best of 5 here. Panthers looking to close things out in 3. Come on back. Game number 3 right after these messages on WOCO Sports Radio.
Did you hear? We've branched into your living room. This is Beth Larson from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Our e-branch at snbt.com lets you manage your money 24/7 from the comfort of your home. Apply for loans, check your balances, and even open accounts. Don't waste another minute. Visit snbt.com now to take advantage of all the convenience of our e-branch offers from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do you feel like you're paying too much for your medication? Stop in at Oconto Pharmacy and see our pharmacist, Ron or Poom, about our cost minimization program. We can save you some money. The Oconto Pharmacy, our family helping your family.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Clear skies tonight with a low temperature of 45 degrees and winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Wednesday, sunny with a high temperature of 69 degrees and southwest winds at 15 to 30 miles an hour. Thursday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 66. On Friday, we'll see plenty of sunshine with a high temperature of 72. Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 69. And for Sunday, we'll see a chance of showers with a high of 63. Monday, showers likely with a high of 62. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
The Lady Panthers feeling pretty good about things right now. They're on top 2-0. Took the opening game 25-11. Better than that, winning game number 2, 25-9. But it's best of 5, and you got to win that third one. Panthers looking to do it right now. On the floor for Oconto Falls to start game number 3 will be Huberty, Brower, Shallow, Tolzman, Karan, and Sprout. Truckers will be serving to start this game, I should say, and it will be Chelsea Erling, 5'4" junior, with ball in hand. We're underway here in game number 3. Sprout to Huberty, going back to Sprout, left sideline, tipped across, and it's a free ball, 4-ball. They can't get it over. Panthers on top here, 1-0.
Yeah, right now the Panthers have kept all the momentum. There hasn't been any shift in the anywhere on that momentum right now. Clintonville, they want to get back in this. They got to make a big play or get some kind of swift change in the momentum. And that might be it right there.
Weatherwax drives it. It hits the net. It rolls sideways and falls over to tie things up here at 1 apiece. Game number 3. She'll get to serve. This is Emma Weatherwax, dug by Sprout. Huberty, quick one. Brower tipped across, and it's going to count for a point as it was Carpenter sliding to try and dig that one out, sent it toward their own bench. 2-1, Oconto Falls. Josie Tolzman will serve Panther style, handled by Weatherwax. Carpenter going to Lords, their top hitter, handled by the Panthers. Huberty pushes all the way to the other side to Sprout. Driven hard. Tipped across. Shallow's there. Huberty one more time. Sprout driven hard. Behind the end line. Truckers try to keep it alive, but Dunn sent it out of bounds on the free ball. Nice hustle once again by the Truckers. but the bump back across sailed wide. 3-1. Dunn. Carpenter tight to the net, punched across. Rolls on the net. Falls on the Panther side. Big swing by Allen and into the net. 3-2. Kaylin Allen seeing a little time early here in game number 3. 3-2 Panthers. Serving will be Elizabeth Weatherwax. This is handled by Sprout. Huberty going back to Sprout. She jumps to her knees and down the sideline. It's good.
So we didn't talk about that in pregame, but Lady Panthers did bring up a couple of freshmen. They're on the bench. Well, I don't know if they'll get in tonight, but Jaden Arnott and Amelia Rice both getting some varsity experience, at least in the first game here of the playoffs.
You can feel that tournament intensity. Here's Carpenter free-balling it across after the Panthers serve. Huberty, she wants middle. Peterson driven hard off the pass. Again, behind the end line, and they're not going to be able to do anything with that one. And the Panthers jump on top 5-2. It's Allen, Peterson, and St. Louis, the front row for the Panthers right now. Serving is Sprout. Huberty and Holzman round out the lineup at this time. Lorge, punched across by Carpenter. It's Holzman from the back row to Huberty, looking for Allen. Big swing blocked at the Panthers. Huberty's there. Peterson and Holzman look at each other.
Yeah, a little bit of communication there.
I don't want it. You can have it. 5-3. Panthers still on top, and serving is Carpenter, the setter. Holzman. Peterson has to take it. Going to St. Louis, driven hard. Carpenter's there. Setting it across to Lorge. Huberty again. Holzman runs the bump, set it. Looking for Allen. She pushes way to the back row, fingertip style. Big swing by Booth. Panthers are there on coverage. Back row set. This is Sprout, and she gets the kill from behind the spiking line.
Well, that one took a little journey.
6-3.
Rolled off the court there a little ways.
Line judge Bev Schwantes had to run that one down in no man's land. And it'll be Samantha Caron serving at 6-3. Panthers. That serve is going to jump in the net. We haven't had too many of those, Brett.
No, I think that's the first one that's actually going on the net. We've had a couple long. I think that is the first service error into the net itself.
This is Melanie Lord serving. Going down the sideline, laying out is Holzman. Panthers are going to get it over 3-ball style. Nice hustle by Holzman. Going middle set, Booth. Fingertip. Now St. Louis off the block. Carpenter, fingertips, it setters out. Weatherwax. They push it across. Holzman, fingertip style, up to Huberty. She wants St. Louis left sideline, and she hits that into the net. It was tight to the chair. She had to redirect. Truckers down by 1 at 6-5.
They're looking for an opportunity to tie this game up here.
It'll be Lorge serving. Middle. This is Peterson. Free ball coming for the Panthers. Nice hustle once again by the scrappy Truckers. One more time, it's Peterson on the quick set by Huberty.
That time she pulls the trigger and comes through.
7-5. Emma came back to her, and now Peterson will serve. The senior. Fingertips in the air by Berlin. This is Weatherwax. Carpenter free ball. Sprout. Huberty. St. Louis driven hard for the back row. Carpenter again, middle of the floor, looking for Booth over the top of the block. It's Caron who has to run it down behind the serving line, and Huberty free-balled it across and caught everybody sleeping as it went just over the net and down. It's 8-5. Panthers, game number 3. They lead 2-0, and Peterson still serving. Carpenter going outside. Looking for Weatherwax, and she gets that one down.
Emma Weatherwax, the senior as well, getting a nice kill there for the Truckers.
Little off-speed action. Back on the floor is Beyersdorf for the Truckers. John serving the libero to Tolzman, the Panther libero. Big swing by Brower, blocked it there, sent it right back to the Panthers. St. Louis tried to drive it across, and it's blocked back. Maybe didn't go across. Might have been a 4-ball hit. Point, Truckers 8-7, Oconto Falls. John again, floats it deep. Sprout. They want Brower, middle of the floor. St. Louis is there off the block. Back to St. Louis, driven hard down the sideline. Dunn bumps it up, looking for Weatherwax. Karan from her knees. Huberty sends it across in 2 and catches the Truckers off guard one more time.
It's the second time Truckers have threatened to tie this game up, only for the Panthers to snatch it away.
9-7, Caitlin St. Louis serving from the right sideline. Dunn, nice pass to Carpenter, bumps it to the back row. Weatherwax, Karan handle. Huberty going outside, wants Sprout. Big swing! From the left sideline, no block in front of her. And Sarah Sprout pounds it home. Timeout called, 10-7, Oconto Falls. We'll be back. Game number 3 right here on WOCO.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi folks, this is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Panthers serving at 10-7. Panthers can't get it across after the rally, and now the Truckers with the serve, down by 2 at 10-8. It'll be Burling serving. Drives it deep, Tolzman. Huberty wants Brower, tips across in the dead zone. 6 heads coming together in the middle of the floor for the Truckers, and they can't get it in the air. 11-8. Oconto Falls serving will be Emma Huberty. Panther setter. Fingertip by Beiersdorf, sent over in 2 by Carpenter. Huberty going outside. This is Sprout. And we've got a whistle and an illegal hit called against the Truckers. It was Weatherwax. Tried to handle that one above her head and double hit it. Lorge in the air. They want Beiersdorf driven hard. Tolzman's there. Huberty going outside. This is Sprout off the block. Can't be dug up by Dunn in the back row. It's a kill for Sarah Sprout. 13-8. We have one of those errant balls again. Went out of play. Nice Clintonville Trucker fan running that one down, but they found a practice ball. Tried to throw that one in. It was a little dirtier than this game ball. It was rejected. We're ready to go again. Here's Ward off the drive. Huberty setting Brower in the middle. Still tip it across. That set was a little bit behind her head. They want Beiersdorf in the middle. Blocked by Brower. Brower and Sprout right there. Also Allen. Triple block. Tolzman bump setting Sprout. Tipped over the block. Carpenter wants Beiersdorf again. Looking for the sideline. She gets the sideline. Tough angle from that middle hitting spot. 13-9 on the kill by Kennedy Beiersdorf. It's Emma Weatherwax serving. Handled by Sprout. Huberty going back to Sprout. Left hand tip. Lorch keeps it in the air, down the left sideline, and it's ruled out. Official standing close, but he looked at the line judge who made that call. It's 14-9. Panthers with the serve. It'll be Tolzman. Carpenter gets it in the air to Beiersdorf. Punched over the block. Allen. Huberty going middle. This is Peterson. Has to spin around. Weatherwack. Carpenter bumps that to Lorch. Big swing. Too strong and out of bounds. 15-9. Panthers. Game number 3. Tolzman will continue to serve. Right into the net off the pass. Free ball coming as Beiersdorf gets it across. Huberty wants Peterson, but she left it go, so Panthers free it across. This is Sprout. Panthers 2 chances to attack. They don't do it. Carpenter sends it over in 2. Shallow there. Huberty going outside. This will be a swing. It's Sprout, dug out by Dunn in the back row. Carpenter bumps that to Lorch, far sideline. Handled by the Panthers, nice dig. Huberty tipped by Peterson. Covered by Truckers, they'll send it back across. It's Tolzman. Huberty running to the middle, gets it to Sprout, driven down the line, high in the air. Dunn has it, free ball coming by the Truckers. Sprout, Huberty, middle. Peterson reaches back over her head, gets it across. Here's Beiersdorf, right in the middle, blocked by the Panthers, and it sailed on the line and good. It was Peterson and Sprout in the middle blocking Beiersdorf. 16-9.
That was a long rally, that.
That was. Carpenter going outside. This is Lorch. Nice pass by Shallow. Back set to Allen to the far corner. Carpenter with a nice hustle. It's tight to the net. Beiersdorf, fingertips. Tolzman, same thing. Tipped across by Peterson, and it's going to be good. The dig was there, but it was directed toward the scorer's table.
Timeout by the Truckers.
17-9. Panthers on top. We'll take our last in-game timeout right now. You're listening to WIA Volleyball on WOCO.
Swim for? I swim on my high school team for my mom, who gets up at 5 o'clock every morning to take me to practice.
I swim for hugs from my teammates, spaghetti dinners, and my lucky neon green goggles.
I swim for Coach Murray, who pushes me to dig deep and finish strong.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 190,000 here in Wisconsin. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens.
Most of all, I swim for myself, because I learn more about who I am and who I want to be every time I dive into the pool. That's who I swim for.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Tolzman serving for the Panthers. Truckers send it back to O'Connell Falls, and Sprout bangs it home down the sideline.
That was a bam!
18-9 O'Connell Falls.
That one had some authority.
Tolzman again serving. Carpenter. She wants Beiersdorf. They'll tip this one to the back row. Huberty wants Peterson off the arm of Dunn and out of bounds. It's 19-9. Panthers in cruise control. They're going to start rotating some players in. Checking in will be Caitlin Johnson, 5'5" junior for the Panthers, and she's going to serve for Josie Tolzman. Driven hard, handled in the back row by King. Big swing, and off the pass, it goes out of bounds. That was hit hard by the Truckers. Huberty couldn't keep it in play.
Emma was a little mad at herself. She thinks she should have handled that one.
It's 19-10. And it's Elizabeth Weatherwack serving. Shallow. They're looking for Peterson in the middle. Nice cover by Shallow. Puberty going outside. Sprout one more time. Oh, my.
She is clicking.
20-10. And now Sarah, the senior, will serve. St. Louis back in. Shallow out.
Now, those last two hits by Sprout have been impressive.
And Sprout will serve. Pass to Carpenter, but she goes over in two. They're looking for Sprout from the back row. Carpenter wants the outside Lorge. Sprout, fingertip. Peterson, St. Louis, off those fingertips. Driven hard by the truckers. Allen keeps it alive, going out of bounds. It's Puberty going middle. Blocked at the net. Peterson gets the kill. It went through the block and down on the trucker side. Kaylin Allen with nice hustle to keep that one alive for Oconto Falls.
Lindsey Carpenter switching it up there instead of setting. She spiked that second hit. The Panthers able to dig it out.
Panthers. Puberty going to St. Louis through the pass. They tried to fingertip it and went right through, hit her in the face, actually, 22-10. That was Weatherwax trying to handle. It's Sprout again. The better pass. Carpenter going middle to Lorge, off the block. Puberty with the extender arm off the net. By Peterson, tipped across by Carpenter. Sprout, back set. This is Allen. Big swing again through the hand and off the head. And that was Weatherwax. And it was Allen with the kill. 23-10. Sprout. This pass comes right back to the Panther side. Puberty. Sprout wants St. Louis, driven hard. Passes there. Carpenter going outside the Lords. Blocked at the net by Peterson. Dug out by the truckers, freeing it over. St. Louis. Puberty. Back to St. Louis. Driven hard off the arm, off the backboard, still in play. And then they looked at each other. It was Booth and Carpenter that looked at each other, and it fell to the floor. And we're at match point, 24-10, and Sarah Sprout gets the honor. She'll float it across. Carpenter sets middle. This is Lorge. Tipped across, and Puberty got a foot on it. That's not going to count. That saves one match point on the tip by Lorge. Carpenter, driven hard. That's Johnson. Panthers get it across in three. Carpenter going back to Booth. Puberty, setters out. It'll be Johnson directing towards St. Louis to the back row. Carpenter bump sets for Lorge, left sideline. Driven hard. Panthers are there. Puberty, back row set. Booth, a little off speed. Carpenter wants Lorge, far sideline again. St. Louis. Puberty wants Allen. Big swing off the tape, off the knee. In the air, maybe it was hand. Allen. Looks like three to me. Peterson blocked at the net.
Looks to me that one right off her knee.
24-10. It looked like she slid.
She's laughing about it.
Looks like she slid, got it in the knee, got it in the air. Nice direction. And we're going to have a rotation violation on the Panthers. And we're at 24-13 now. We're still at match point. A lot of them to go for the Panthers. Next point wins the match for Oconto Falls. But Clintonville, they're running off a few here. That's 4 in a row, 4 points in a row for the Truckers, 24-14.
There's that little bit of momentum that Clintonville hasn't been able to find until right now.
Carpenter. Booth. Panthers have to free ball it across. Carpenter going back to Booth. Here's Puberty, back row set. This is Sprout, way too long. Little crack in the armor here tonight. The only...
Trying to get eyes on Coach Otto there and see how
she's reacting.
Yeah.
24-14, still match point. Puberty, she wants to bump set, far sideline. St. Louis off the net, back on the Panthers side.
Yeah, there's a timeout. You knew she wasn't going to let that run too long.
It's 24-15. 16 at this time.
First time out of the night by the Panthers.
We'll stay here on this one. 24-16. 8-point Panther lead, but more importantly, it's match point. So anything the Truckers do wrong or anything the Panthers do right,
it's going to end this game. But right now, that momentum is on their side, and they're rolling a little bit. Coach Adams trying to put the brakes on it. So what is the ruling on that, Todd? Any part of the body is good to go?
Actually, I thought it had to be waist above, but that certainly
we'll have to get it to be wrong. We'll have to get the coach to give us a call on that in the pregame or postgame show.
A couple points earlier, Huberty went after one with her foot sliding on it, and I didn't think that would be legal, but maybe it would have been. Here's Carpenter serving at 24-16. Huberty goes a long way, sets the back row, free ball. It's Sprout. Dunn, Carpenter going outside. This is Ward. Blocked and down. There's point Truckers.
Panthers just got to get a hold of this and put the stop to it. S-T-O-P, now.
It's a 6-0 run. And Allen can't get that pass in the air to Huberty.
Once you feel that momentum, it gets coursing through your body, Todd.
Well, and on the other side, the apple gets a little bigger in the throat, too.
Yeah, you start to reel a little bit.
There's a long serve, and it sails too long and out of bounds. There's the mistake we were talking about. The service error gives the Panthers the victory here tonight. Coach Otto's probably breathing a sigh of relief. I don't care how it happens. Let's just get it over with. And they do at 25-18 here in game number 3. Panthers win 3-0. 25-11 was game number 1. 25-9, game 2. 25-18 here in the third game. Panthers with a 3-0 victory. Fred and I are going to take a timeout. We'll come back for a quick Panther post-game show right after these messages. Once again, the Panthers win tonight over the Truckers, 3-0 in the opening round of the WIAA tournament, and will advance to Thursday evening. So listening to high school volleyball action right here on your sports leader, WOCO.
Hi, this is Bob Schwartz from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust in Oconto. When you choose a community bank, you help build local businesses and our local economy. Banking with the Stevenson National Bank and Trust means together we're improving the community we both love. From all of us at the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, we want to thank you for strengthening our community. Like us on Facebook for community updates, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls. Wisconsin law requires all youth athlete organizations to educate coaches, athletes, and parents on the risks of concussions and head injuries. The law prohibits participation in a youth activity until the athlete and parents have signed an agreement sheet indicating they have reviewed concussion and head injury information materials. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction has published a Sideline to Safety Guidelines for youth athletic organizations. Visit the WIAA website to learn more at www.wiaawi.org.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Clear skies tonight with a low temperature of 45 degrees and winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Wednesday, sunny with a high temperature of 69 degrees and southwest winds at 15 to 30 miles an hour. Thursday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 66. On Friday, we'll see plenty of sunshine with a high temperature of 72. Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 69. And for Sunday, we'll see a chance of showers with a high of 63. Monday, showers likely with a high of 62. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
And welcome back to the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse, where the Panthers are victorious 3-0 over the Clintonville Truckers. Once again, the finals 25-11 in game number 1, 25-9 game number 2, 25-18 in the third and final game of the night. Joining us now, head coach of the Oconto Falls Panthers, Coach Rochelle Otto. Before we talk about anything, got to have a ruling on this because we didn't know during the match. Can it hit?
Out of bounds. It should have been out of bounds.
Oh, on the backboard?
Yes.
But what about the knee?
It can hit.
Any part of the body?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
Okay. We didn't know because we said, I think that one went off the knee.
Yep.
That's new? Okay, good.
Within the last few years.
Probably this year, right? Come on, give me some love, man.
Yeah, this year. Point of emphasis, let the knee go.
Yeah, well, it was a nice sliding save with the knee. And I said, I think that went off the knee. And sure enough, it was legal, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, but the one that came off the backboard should have been dead.
Should have been dead,
okay, yeah. Rafters are okay, but backboard is okay. Coach, never want to say easy victory, but less stressful, you might say, tonight, 3-0 over the Truckers. You had seen them before, handled them pretty well, but it's always a scary thing going in, isn't it?
Tournament time, you never know. You have a bad game and another team has a good game. You never know what happens. It happened with one, a game already this year that almost blew our seats. That's ago. We saw them early.
Your fan club?
Kids are giving Mr. Peterson some love over here. It's not me. Hugs and eyes all over the place here. But yeah, so you just never know. You want them to be fired up. You don't want to take anybody lightly. And so yeah, I was glad that we were able to take care of business for the most part.
Yeah, you had some big momentums in the first game. It was 15-10 at one point, and then a big 6-0 run jumped you ahead. Actually, it's more than that as I look at it now. A 10-0 run, it looks like, to close out game number 1. And we talk all the time about volleyball being a game of streaks, but you need those and to open up those matches that you think shouldn't be quite this close, and then you run it out.
Talk about separation. It's like you want to score. Start separating now. Pull ahead and get away so they don't think that don't think that they're in it.
Right.
Because once the team thinks that they're in it, they have nothing to lose. Anything can happen.
Big night for Sarah Sprout once again. She had some nice sets from Emma Huberty. Was able to really get some big swings a few times out there tonight.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, working well together. And Emily can go and shove it out on the outside up high, and Sarah uses her beautiful approach. They're pretty to watch. It's fun to watch.
Some middle attacks tonight also. You have the luxury of having two middle hitters in Peterson and Brower. Both can bring different things to the table.
Absolutely, yeah. Brower as a sophomore has come along. She's been able to, now she's seeing the court a little bit more, using more tools, dipping at appropriate times. Steph has just been a pretty solid middle field postseason for me. Just getting the job, not flashy, but just get the job done. A true leader out there for me, which is nice.
Coach, Emma Huberty is your setter, but she's also one of your leading receivers. When she takes that first pass, do you have a rule for your team that Josie Tolzman or somebody else is supposed to take that second hit then to then become the setter, or is it whoever can get there?
No, it's left net. Back in the old days where you had the right front, always be that setter. And depending on personnel, your options, colleges, I would say 90% of them will have that left pass, which is usually the barrel step in and be that second setter. We just switched to that this year, just because Josie was a setter. In the past, although she's passing, some setting most of them because libero can't be in front of the 10-foot line and you use your hand. And just because of our personnel of who's right front, I just do the skill-wise and just makes it stronger. I believe just having that left back to take it. And if you see Josie's running, and that's why we put it in the hole, the middle of the court. Try to get to the middle of the court, and we're supposed to get to the middle of the court so she can step in and
doesn't have to go quite as far that way.
So, yeah.
Coach, you're going to play on Thursday. You've got the winner of Two Rivers at Shawano tonight. Two Rivers, the 13th seed, Shawano, the 4th seed. On paper, it should be Shawano. It looks like it will be Shawano. I haven't heard anything yet. I don't know if you heard anything from anybody over on the side, but
I would anticipate that would be Shawano.
And what if it is Shawano? If it is in fact Shawano, have you seen them before? What do you expect?
Yeah, we saw them earlier in the middle of the year, I should say, at their own tournament. Yeah, we went 3 games with them. We actually felt one of those games I thought we could have pulled off. We had them in the 3rd game and we just let them back in it. They're a team that they have a variety of different offenses, and it depends on if they show up. They made some mistakes, then we got our confidence going. So yeah, with the game that we beat them, even the game that we lost was pretty tight. So if we play up to our our ability, I think we definitely can even run for it. I would love to pull up an upset there.
If Two Rivers would pull the upset tonight, have you played them? Have you seen them at all in any tournaments?
No, not much about them. They have played a variety of teams that we've beaten, but don't know much about them.
Well, we'll have to wait until Thursday.
Yeah.
You'll have to probably get on the old internet.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be updated quite quickly.
Who the opponent is for Thursday. We want to wish you the best of luck. Congratulations from tonight's winner.
Thank you very much.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up here at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. You're listening to Panther Post Game at WOCO.
Wisconsin law requires all youth athlete organizations to educate coaches, athletes, and parents on the risks of concussions and head injuries. The law prohibits participation in a youth activity until the athlete and parents have signed an agreement sheet indicating they have reviewed concussion and head injury information materials. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction has published a Sideline to Safety guidelines for youth athletic organizations. Visit the WIAA website to learn more at www.wiaawi.org.
Here at NEW Credit Union, we're excited to announce that the merger of Badger Credit Union with us is now complete. Welcome, Badger Credit Union members. Together, we now have 4 locations: 301 Jackson Street, Oconto Falls, 717 Main Street, Surrey, 405 Pecor Street, Oconto, and 870 Frontage Road, Peshtigo, with access to more services, and we are over 12,000 members strong. Call 800-924-1250 to find out more. That's 800-924-1250. NEW Credit Union now serves all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto, and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Visit www.newcu.org to see how we specialize in helping members on all levels of financial needs, so you can own it.
Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall back at Panther Post Game, where the Panthers were victorious tonight, 3 games to none. And as Coach Otto says, looking forward to